Hello everybody, how are you doing? It's been a long time since I've talked to you guys. Man, I bet it's been over a week. I have just been busy. Uh, with my 3 kids, they are involved in 8 different activities. There are certain activities that are ending and certain activities that are starting, and it is literally 7 nights a week that we are running. And on top of that, our one son he's in the choir at church, and he takes vocal lessons and horn lessons for his French horn. So there's 3 additional things that are going on. So we being my wife and I, have literally been running nonstop, and there just has been almost no time, virtually no time. I'm gonna show some video, so it'll be another introduction here in a moment that I shot the other day, but it was only a couple of minutes of video on something I worked on. There were 2 separate days that I was out working on things, and I maybe had like 2.5 minutes of video for both days. It wasn't really enough to publish anything, so I'll go ahead and put those in this video and talk a little bit about, let that video explain what I was doing then. I've got my trailer, you knew about that, and in one of the videos I will talk about mounting it to the wall. That didn't happen. There's no follow-up to that video because it didn't happen. I found out, my buddy across the street came over, we attempted to lift the trailer. Turns out this trailer used to be a pop-up trailer. And the guy just tore the pop-up part off and put some decking on there and some rails around it. He welded it up, he's a welder. And so it's stout. I mean, this thing is stout. And it was very heavy. We almost couldn't lift it. So I took it to work today, and we have a truck scale there. Popped it on a truck scale, 520 pounds it weighs. So there's the reason why we couldn't lift it. So what I'm gonna do is, Harbor Freight sells a winch. I think it's $159 or something, and then I can get like 20% off or whatever. I think it's gonna be like 130 something bucks after tax and everything is what I figured. I don't remember how I did that, but I've got the printout. I'm gonna buy a winch, and I'm gonna buy a 6-foot 2x6, and I'm gonna mount it across the back wall with 2 lag bolts going into each stud all the way across that 6-foot span. I'm then gonna mount the winch to that 2x6, and we'll do a few other things, and I'll show those. I'll video that and show you guys what I'm doing so that I can grab that trailer by the tongue and pull it up and lift it up against the wall. That's gonna be this weekend. And then the garage, you can see all this crap around the garage. We had to move stuff. There's where I was gonna put the trailer back there. You can see the board up on the wall and the chain. We had to move stuff to get that to happen. So I'm gonna do some cleaning in the garage. Here's the game plan for the next few weeks. This weekend, get the garage clean so I can park in here again and the trailer's up against the wall. Straighten things up. Next weekend, try to finish the piping for the ditch project I've been working on now since last year. I'm almost done. I'm gonna try to finish that. Once that's done, we're gonna design some shelves for this garage and get this garage shelved. So that's my game plan for the next few weeks. So you'll be hearing a lot about that as I work on it. Today, I did take the trailer to work. While I was there, I grabbed 20 of the pallets. Let me turn around and show those to you. They are really nice. There's some beautiful wood in there. Take a look how red that is. There's some mahogany in there. There's some walnut. There is some poplar. There's a little bit of oak. I believe that's a nice poplar board right there, that dark one. So I got some beautiful, I was able to bring 20 of them home on the trailer and got them hauled into the garage and ready to be disassembled. So any spare time that I get, yeah, right. I'll knock those apart. This is actually going to be a pretty calm weekend. We have a track meet tomorrow night, and then we have Friday off. My son has play practice, so we just have to get him to practice. Saturday, there's nothing except play practice. Sunday, of course, is Easter, so I probably won't do a whole lot on Easter Sunday because, we'll be with family. But I'm hoping Friday night to get started on the winch, and Saturday to finish it, and Saturday to get this garage organized. Man, I've talked a lot. I'm sorry. I just missed you guys, But I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm going to show a couple of clips from the 2 days that I worked in the garage and out in the shop, and then out in the garage. I'll show those clips, and we'll come back and tell you goodbye. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Got kind of a red face. I've been sitting out at the soccer fields all day. I'm out in the garage, or out in the shop, and I don't know how well you can see it, but my dust collector up there, I've got rails on the left and the right now. I took some angle iron and I removed the top 2 bolts, and I got some longer bolts because the angle iron was, you know, 1/8 of an inch thick, and it sort of changed and I wanted to make sure I had a good bite. So I got some longer bolts, bolted the angle iron up to both sides because I'm going to use some hooks, some S hooks and some cable, and I'm going to hang the dust collector, maybe about 1/4 of an inch off the loft. That way, as it rocks and vibrates, it's going to transfer into the cables, which will dissipate because they'll be hanging from a rack, and you'll lose that vibration, and I won't get the vibration on the loft, which will, you know, shake the wood down here. You know, it could fall off the shelf, or something on the loft could fall down with that vibration. Plus, dampening the vibration like that, you won't hear it in the house, and it may make the dust collector, hopefully, a little quieter to use. I'm getting ready right now just to start building a box. It's just going to be a framed box that I can hang that in. I still have to put it back together. There are parts all over the shop. I've been gone for a couple days, and I haven't been, it's not that I haven't been around. I ran a bunch of stuff up to the shop, and I got something else that I added to my shop, and I want to show this to you. I've got a table on it right now, but this is my new trailer. I've already used it to haul some stuff to the shop. I'm going to haul that table plus one more up to my club tomorrow. We need them for the club demonstration. So I'm real happy about getting that, and I've got big plans for it. I've got 63 or 64 pallets I've got to go pick up and get tore down. So that's hopefully coming soon. But today, I'm going to take a little bit of time and see how much of the frame I can get done. I don't expect to finish that today because there's an awful lot that has to be done. But if I can get the frame built, I'll be pretty happy. So I'm going to keep you guys posted, let you know how I do. Well, guys, it got pretty late last night, so I didn't get back around to closing this video. I'm going to give you a quick shot of what I got done on the dust collector, the racking system for the dust collector. You can see I've got a majority of the dust collector reassembled, the motors back on top, the impellers back in. There is a frame built around it. Now what my plan is you can see the angle iron right there. It's hard to see, but there's an iron loop there and there, a couple of rings. There are 4 of them up there. I'm going to hang this with some cable. I got some cable that's rated at 5,000 pound strength, and I'm going to hang this, and once it's hung, I'll level all of this, and then I'll put some bracing in to make sure that it doesn't, you know, get out of balance or whatever. That's how far I got last night, and it got really late, and truthfully I didn't realize how late it was. I walked in and I was ready for dinner, and it was like after 10. So my wife's like, well, let me put something in the oven for you. I'm like, no, it's too late. I'll pass for now. So I just went ahead and let the video go till today. Today I've had Turner's Club and a couple other things going on, but let me show you what I'm working on right now. This gray cabinet right here has got to get moved over to this wall right here. And the reason why is I'm going to bring my trailer in and I'm going to tip it up and I'm going to chain it to this wall temporarily. It's going to look pretty rudimentary for the time being. But the idea is eventually I'd like to get a crank where I can just by myself crank it up. The friend of mine from across the street said he'd come over and help me lean it up against the wall. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. And then hopefully that's going to lead to other organizational projects, like getting some shelving up to get some of this stuff up off the floor. We'll see how that goes. For now, I just got to get that cabinet moved. I couldn't think of what it was called for a second. So I'm going to do that, and I'll keep you posted. Well, I think I'm ready to bring the trailer in the garage. Let me show you what I've done. Looks like it's kind of high up in the air, but that's where the tongue of the trailer actually is from the floor. And I've gone ahead and attached a chain here to a loop. I bent the loop and attached the chain. I've got a hook on this side. What I'm going to do is bring the trailer in, get it up against here. We'll get it hooked, figure out how much chain we need, and then we'll cut the excess off. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing those clips. I know that this whole video is kind of random and doesn't tie together real well. I'm really excited about how far I got on the dust collector, and I can't wait. The cable that I have will hold 500 pounds. That's the tensile strength on the cable. I'm going to use 4 pieces of it to hold up probably a 200-pound dust collector. I'm really hoping that there's no motion in it to where it gets out of whack and starts going crazy. I don't think that it will. It should be fairly well balanced. We'll find that out when we do our first test. I still have to wire the thing, and I will keep you guys posted on the hanging, the firming it up, and the wiring it, and then the first startup, we'll have a show, we'll show and tell on that and let you know how it went. And then of course we have to run piping, but that's down the road. I just got to get it mounted and running. And then I will definitely keep you guys posted on how things go with mounting this trailer. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Sorry I hadn't been around much, but much as I love you guys and love meeting with you every day and talking to you, I love my kids just a tiny bit more. They're pretty special to me, and I only get one shot with them. So we're gonna make sure we make the most of it. And I love a soccer season starting, you guys. I love it. But I'm going to let you go. Have a great evening. Come back and see me again, and I will have some more videos for you, probably starting Saturday and Sunday. So it may be Monday, depending on what I do Sunday. But thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I really, really appreciate you hanging out with me and sticking with me, and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.